this is Jeanette Keynes from Jewelry Art Sync. In this video, I'm going to show you how we fuse down 22 karat wire to a 22 karat backsheet. This is the step that goes right before all of our granulation. So just to show a little update, look how beautiful. The ovals are progressing into a beauteous arrangement. I'll show you later when they're all laid out. So I just want to show off, look how beautiful that looks. So since this is all going to be like gold granulation, we copper plated the wires, we laid them in place with water, and then we added a tiny bit of the G glue. If I had a bottle, I would do the subtle product insert. Oh wait, there it is right there, G glue.
I'm zooming in.
Love it. So we're gonna let this dry, and I always tell people when you're granulating or you're laying things out, wait until you're sure the glue is dry and then wait 5 more minutes, because you will be wrong and everything will move in the kiln and you'll be super pissed, okay? So I will come back when we're ready to fuse. So take a look. The wires are all laid out so beautifully. And I was saying before, you know, the whole key to laying things out with glue is to wait until you are 100% certain it's dry, and then wait 5 more minutes, because you will be wrong 25% of the time, and then you'll be super pissed. So something big like this is going to take like a shit ton of heat. I've got a nice big fat tip going. The beautiful serene sounds of New York City. I'm going to put it in there in the kiln, and I'm going to get this whole thing really hot. So fusing a wire down, it's the same concept as granulation, like we've copper plated. We're going to get it really good and hot until you see the seam glowing really brightly. And as it gets hot, you'll see it flow really like solder. And when I say you'll see, this is very subtle stuff. So like when I do this, I more or less have my head stuck in the kiln. So the issue you have to contend with is that the bigger your sheet is and the more wires you have, it's almost impossible to get the whole thing to lay flat. I have been doing this for a long time. Fairly impossible to truly get every single molecule touching. So we of course made the back sheet as flat as we possibly could. We pressed the little guys. But the fact of the matter is, when I go in there, some spots are going to be sticking up a little bit. So the whole key with this, just like when you're fusing the beads, don't be a hero. Any spot that's up, it's not going to fuse. And if you try to fuse it, the wire is going to melt. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fuse everything that's touching well and tack it as much as humanly possible. And then I'm going to go in there with my Jewelry Arts brand titanium tweezers, because your fingers don't get hot, and I'm going to press a tiny bit. Now ideally you don't press on anything until it's tacked in one spot, because if you just get in there and start doing this, the wires are just going to like hop around. Ideally you get to fuse them at least in one little spot so that they're not going to hop up too much, you know, and like press, because only really when they're all laying truly flat can you like fuse with impunity, you know what I mean, and just be like, woo, you know, I'm doing it. Because you have to make sure, because if they're up a little bit, those little shits will melt, and we don't want that, okay? So I'm gonna stick it in the kiln. I'm sure you guys have heard me talk before. The whole key to putting things in the kiln is to not take your hands off them. Your hands, your eyes, nothing. You and the thing, that's all there is. You know what I mean? You don't look away. If you look away, your hand does this. And even though they're glued in place, it is quite likely that if you tilt it, bad things will happen, okay? I bet you didn't know a paper plate was such a valuable tool for jewelry making. I use paper plates all the fucking time. So handy. I'm just trying to get a really good spot, like so. And remember, when you put things in the kiln, it's not a pizza. You can't put it in there and like, do you know what I mean? Like, you must set it down and let go. Okay? So you see how the glue burns away and gets a little dark? You see what I mean? It gets a little black. Okay. And when you fuse, you want like kind of a poofy tip, like so. You don't want it so poofy that you can't point it. You know what I mean? If like that's too poofy, like you can't guide it if it's like that, okay? Okay, so. Elbow up in the air. I'm in a circle. Try to get as close as I possibly can. And you see that hazy finish on the background? That's just like a stage. Basically, you get the haze. As you continue to heat, the haze will start to disappear. But you know that if it's still hazy, it's not nearly hot enough to fuse. And so you see how like the center section's a little more hazy and the outer is kind of gone away?
The same thing with the beading all. Like we had the things that we made the has someone put their head on?
And you see how the contact points under the wire are getting brighter and brighter? I mean, this just takes a fuck ton of heat, which is why, you know, this is like a massive thing here. And remember, the key to fusing is you're getting the back sheet hot and you're getting it to melt. If you concentrate on your little stuff, they will get too hot and they'll melt to each other, which you don't want.
You better pray my strength and everybody else's safety. Everybody's going to be drunker early.
So you see that, how you get that little bit of shine? And I've got to get that going and get it underneath my wires. And like I said, this is just a fucking enormous pleat piece, which is why it's taking so much heat. So what I'm doing right now is tacking those edges, pushing that underneath. See that? And that. And also that. And then that.
Would you advise us to rotate it to get the other side, or
No.
is that okay?
I'm a very diplomatic person. So when people ask me, I'm like, no, don't do that. No. The reason I don't want to move it is in case anything is not tacked down and it moves. I don't want to take it out and have anything bad happen. I believe that I tack down every one of these, at least at the outside. Of course, we'll see if that's true when I go to press down. Because usually when you go to press down, if it isn't tacked down in a spot, they'll just pop up like a little fuck. And that's when you're like, I want to invent new swear words. So you see how it would appear that I have indeed tacked them all down on the outside. You notice how, you see how I'm just going around, you know what I mean? Press, 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 press. So now I can be a little more bold, you know what I mean? See how the haze comes back? That's because it cooled off a little bit. Okay. And then you see how as it gets hotter, the haze disappears? And then I'm not going to fuck with that center one until I've got the outside ones done. You see that? And that. And that. And that. And that. And that. And then that. You see how I can be a little more bold now? Okay, so I'm going to stop. I believe that they are done. If they are not all done, I'll you know, press it down with a dowel and do a little more fusing. There you have it. The end.